Hey everyone, and welcome to devlog number 4 or 5, I think. Can't remember what I'm up to. Anyway, it's been 2 weeks since the last one. And since then, not a lot has changed, but it sort of has as well. Probably the biggest programming change has been I went through and updated the platforming framework to be more optimized and allow for a few more advanced things such as variable jumping and slowing the player down when he's running up a slope. We're not actually using variable jumping yet. I don't know if we ever will, but it's there should we decide to later. And then the other thing, the big thing, the thing that's gonna halt development, or at least slow it down a lot, is we've decided to update the game's resolution. Before we were aiming for 720p, so the window size was 720p, but then the view itself was half that. So zoom was always applied, which degraded our graphics. And we're deciding to fix that. So we're now going for 1080p, and the view is also 1080p. So there will be no zooming applied, which means no graphics quality degrading, and the game should generally look better. But for now, the game looks like utter trash, because these are still the old graphics within the new resolution. But I mean, you can sort of see how things worked now. So you can see that thing would just slide off and then it'd slide back on from the other side, and its text would be updated. The transition was those would close, background changes behind it, arrows move away, and then it all comes back. But yeah, right now the game looks just terrible, as you can see. You can see the enemies on the far right over here. It's currently deactivated because they don't actually activate till you move close enough to them. Yeah, and you'll see how the player grows when you stop moving. That's because to test how big we needed the graphics to be, I simply doubled the size of the player idle animation and didn't change it back. So you've basically got old sprites plus one that's been doubled in size. I've got a new enemy that I'm working on just here. You can see there's a vine here going up to a green circle, and that's basically a fake vine. So this will be an enemy rather than a green circle, and when you jump on it, it starts pulling up, and if you hit it, then you get hit. But yeah, aside from that, the platforming framework's been slightly updated, which makes it run a little bit faster, which is nice. So yeah, there hasn't been a whole lot of changes. The biggest thing is the resolution, and that is going to take a while to do, because we basically have to redraw everything so far. There'll be some things we can get away with not redrawing. We're not sure if we're going to redraw tiles yet, or simply place more of them. But yeah, this is going to take a while, so I might not do a development blog until it's done, or if I do, it'll probably be graphics focused. If you want to see more regular updates on the game, you can follow either me or Skimitri or both of us over on Twitter, and there'll be links in the description for that. We post screenshot Saturdays pretty much every week, and then every now and then I do a random post with a video or whatever as we make new things. So yeah, if you want more frequent updates, you can follow us over there. But otherwise, I'll be making these videos every now and then. It'll probably be a while before the next one, because we're not really doing much aside from upgrading graphics at this point. So yeah, I'm just gonna end it here, because from what I know, that's basically it. One thing is we're adding a gamepad controllable keyboard. We're going to have it so that the player can name themselves rather than it being a set name. And while it's easy enough to type in a name on a keyboard, the entire game has gamepad support, and therefore we need a way to enter text via the gamepad as well. So I've started making a keyboard that is displayed on the screen and can be controlled via the gamepad for that reason too. But yeah, I think that's about it, so I'm just going to cut it off here. Yeah, like the video if you're enjoying these development blogs, and then I'll keep making them. And yeah, if you want more frequent updates, you're better off following us over on Twitter as well, because we post a lot more frequently over there. Alright, I'll see you in the next video.